the shadow of the Word of Life mural that some call Touchdown Jesus, hands are outstretched and the mood is being set by this fantastic fight show ahead of this showdown. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wisconsin's offense will get first crack at it today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Garcia to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pucks it out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The back. Will punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. And it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
Pressure coming. He's going to run it. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like he can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. He's going for the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. The run to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on third down? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They're on the board first here in the season opener. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football, get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working for them.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it up to 13.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have... their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, and then you can go make big plays.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Irish!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. The quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Badgers will send out the punt unit. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference, but now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Gonna look downfield again. Finds his man. It's Hunter. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get them on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. That may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and you know, we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Clemson was able to finish off a close one in Death Valley today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance.
Garcia wants to throw. It's complete.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quickly complete. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. And the Badgers want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Jones. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Finds his target down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on first down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Safeties are in the back, and they have so much ground to cover. You see them. They can go sideline to sideline. Great job reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, going making the big turnover.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Gilbert.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Oh, he makes the catch. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on first down. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Badgers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Got a man, it's Williams. Oh, that is a nice move to get the ball out to the 36. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He'll try to do it himself. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Young. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Garcia to pass. Gets open down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle.
And the defense, Dave got him at the 27.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches tonight.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers
turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. Open space at the 25. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And he made the extra point without problem. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll try the right side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3. On the play.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, and whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
The short hand, it's Banks. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Badgers will punt it away on fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here come the Irish back on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give out of the gun. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting push and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening. Take it in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. From the gun, he leads it with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy. And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And the Badgers decide to punt it away. Makes the catch around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, nope.
Breaks into the open. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this
lets it fly deep downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold. Offense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They'll try the run. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it again. And there is no gain on the run, and there is no win for this team as it is over. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I